Welcome to worship. God is here. We come to worship Him. Our value this week is wisdom. If we can make good judgments and good choices, then we can have wisdom. And we're going to look at that in our Bible story this week. Our Bible verse is from Matthew 13, verse 16. It says, "Blessed are your eyes because they see, and your ears because they hear." We're going to find out what this means in a story.
Oh, hello. Come on in. I'm busy in my greenhouse. I've already sown some plants and I'm about to start sowing some seeds as well to get some more new plants growing. It's very important looking after the plants. They need water and sunlight and a lot of care and weeding. Jesus told us a story once about a farmer who sowed the seed on his farm. But I think it must be getting towards lunchtime and I've got some friends, Rich and Alex, coming over for lunch. So I'll take some of these salad. If you come inside with me, I can get lunch ready and I'll tell you the story. Well, that was a nice lunch. I really enjoyed those lettuce leaves that I picked from the greenhouse. Anyway, let's get back to the stories. One day, Jesus left the house where he was staying and went to the lakeside where he sat down to preach. So many people came to hear him that he got into a boat and sat in it while the crowd stood on the shore. He used parables to tell them many things. Once there was a man who went out to sow grain. This was before farmers used machines to help them, so he scattered the seed by hand in the field. Some of it fell along the path and the birds came and ate it up, and some of it fell on rocky ground where there wasn't much soil. The seeds there soon began to grow, but as soon as the sun came up and it got hot, it burned the young plants because they couldn't get any water. Some of the seed fell among thorn bushes, which grew up and stopped the plants getting air and sunlight, so they died too. But some seeds fell in good soil, and they grew to be strong and healthy plants that had grain that the farmer eventually harvested. Do you think that was a good story? Do you think you understand what Jesus was teaching? Well, if you do know, you are cleverer than Jesus' friends who were there at the time. They didn't understand what Jesus meant and asked Jesus to explain the story. Jesus explained it like this. Those who hear my stories but do not even try and understand them are like the seeds that fell along the path. They easily lose interest and get distracted and end up doing the wrong things. The seeds that fell on rocky ground stand for those who are interested in my teaching for a short time, but when it gets more difficult to do the things I say, they stop trying and give up and do their own thing. The seeds that fell among thorn bushes stand for those who hear the message, but are more interested in having expensive things and new toys and the latest gadgets rather than helping others and doing what is right. And the seeds sown in the good soil stand for those who hear my teaching and understand it. They grew up to be strong people that love and help others and love God. They want to do what's right and help others to do the same. I wonder which of my seeds will grow. I'll have to look after them and care for them if I want them to grow into vegetables and fruit that we can eat. Perhaps you could try and grow some seeds yourself, even on the windowsill. And next time you're in the supermarket, perhaps you might think about the farmer who grows the fruit and vegetables for us to eat.
Have you grown seeds before? I'm sure you know that in order to grow, seeds need water and sunlight. Their roots grow deep into the soil, and it's the roots that take in the water and keep the plant from being blown away. Jesus wanted his followers to know that for a healthy life, they needed to be rooting themselves in his teaching. He often used stories to help people understand important things. What things do you base your life on? Think back to the story of the seeds falling on different ground. Our big question is, which seed are you like? Which one do you think you're like? And our little question is, what kinds of people do the seeds represent? Let's say a prayer together. Dear God, we welcome your Spirit to work in our lives. Let your word take root so that your love may grow up, your joy may spread out, and your peace may become deeper in us each day. Amen. We finish with our school prayer. God, give us wisdom to understand more about you. God, give us grace to know and share your love. God, give us hope to follow you into our future. Amen.